best
Sorry,
wishes.
let's stop here. Let's stop here. Right, I'm taking over the show.
Well, I'm amazed we got this far without you trying to take over the show.
Steve, some people might know, might not know, you've had nearly 50 years at this job, mate.
Certainly feels like it, yeah.
Yeah, and it's going to get longer. It's been amazing. You've worked with some of the biggest names, and Tim Harvey, some of the biggest events, and British touring cars. It's been amazing. You've made friends with all of us, except for me. You've been an amazing man. You've been an amazing man. But we've got something special to show you of all of those years. So, QVT.
Oh my goodness.
Joining us now with the first report from my Moscow studio is Steve Wright.
Thanks, Dickie. Well, the celebrations have already started here in Moscow.
All right, Steve, I think it's time to go back to you.
That's it from the top five for now. Let's go back to Steve.
So, Steve, the end is nigh.
Steve, I can't believe you're leaving us.
The Silver Fox retiring? Surely not.
Steve Ryder is calling time on a career that began at ITV back in the late 1970s.
The effects on the Lotus 79 are such that it makes it go faster and faster and faster.
He was out and about filming as a sort of junior reporter before he stepped up to the big time.
Tonight we're set for the senior boxing finals of the National Association of Boys Clubs.
Nobody conceals the fact that powerboat racing is dangerous.
So is it a tough challenge for you? Are you going to play like that, are you? Well, I didn't know it was that serious, but I'll take my jacket off, and if you promise not to take your waistcoat off, because we can have a good laugh at that. Nothing wrong with this, is there? No, nothing that a good burning wouldn't do. You can break.
It wasn't long before he moved into a studio role.
Welcome again to Bank Holiday Sports Special. Good evening, welcome to the 47th US Masters, the first leg of golf's Grand Slam.
Nick, heading off to America now after that marvellous season in Europe.
I want to send my best wishes to you and congratulate you on an incredible career. The way you were able to handle and commentate on so many different sports.
It's thanks to Steve that the British Touring Car Championship really is on mainstream television at all. Motor racing fans across the country, Steve, owe you a great deal.
Good morning, welcome to Grandstand, playing its part in one of the busiest sporting weekends of the year.
One thing I can guarantee you, there'll be no cars left unattended at Brands Hatch this afternoon. I just wanted to wish you all the best and congratulations on an amazing career. I remember the first time we worked together on a big event was Lillehammer in 1994, the Winter Olympics. You flew out straight after doing Grandstand and arrived with no luggage. So there you were in the suit you'd worn the day before and your suit shoes slipping all around the streets of Lillehammer. I saw then on day one just what an amazing sense of humour you had.
This is for my show reel.
When I was first working in Formula One, Steve was very much a go-to because of his presenting experience.
It's Silverstone, it's the British Grand Prix, it's the need for speed and the need to beat the traffic, which I think we have done. Most of it anyway.
Mate, it's been an honour, and I hope you have an amazing retirement. You deserve it, buddy. Thank you.
Hi Steve, Mark Webber here. Congratulations on an absolutely extraordinary career.
So Martin, Michael Schumacher's retirement, does it surprise you, sadden you, or has he got the timing right?
You've had the most incredible jobs in UK sports broadcasting. You've earned your retirement. We'll miss you. Have a great time.
From Snetterton to Silverstone to Spa, Steve, you've been the doyen of motorsports presenters. It's been a pleasure reporting for you.
Nowhere is the anticipation more intense than here at the McLaren headquarters in Woking. But in 22-year-old Lewis Hamilton, they have one of the most exciting young talents to arrive on the British motorsport scene.
The world champion. Well, I mean, I just have to keep believing.
I just want to say many congratulations. You're such a consummate professional.
What can I say? Consummate professional, a gentleman, and you will be missed. You are one of the best.
I remember 20 years ago, 1988, helped me present him with the Young Driver of the Year award.
Steve, the end of an era. Well, you were the benchmark for many. Always cool, calm and collected. Loved your work.
It's a great pleasure to introduce your host for the evening. Your friend and my friend, Steve Ryder.
Good evening, everybody. Murray Walker there reminding us that he presented these awards way back in 1987 and doing his best to persuade us that he's still available.
Steve, I've heard
Tyrone, and I just want to say thank you very much for everything you've contributed. Right from the word go,
you've had a fantastic life in motorsport particularly, and of course I've been part of that. You've taken advantage of me several times.
Fantastic sound.
You took me out for dinner in West London and you told me every single trick, every single secret, everything that I needed to know to make my time in Formula One a success. I've never forgotten it, I never will forget it, and that is a mark of you as a human being.
There's probably not a world-class sporting event out there that you can think of that Steve hasn't fronted.
This is the Memorial Coliseum, centrepiece for this year's games.
Good afternoon and welcome. A match they say that should see England comfortably through to the last 16.
And it's the night of nights. Welcome to Moscow, Manchester United against Chelsea, the Champions League final.
Steve, hello. On behalf of all your friends and colleagues at ITV Sport, we want to wish you a very happy retirement.
There's doubt, there's dread, and that ever-present World Cup pressure.
Steve Ryder used to organise the BBC Golf Day, but it was a day that was always held at Steve Ryder's golf club, and he always used to win. Perennial champion.
Oh yes, you become celebrity Masters golf champion down in La Manga. When finally I hung up my oars and stood next to you as pundit for the sport, you asked me all the right questions at the right time, even though that you knew all the answers.
What you've brought both to the presenting side of it and behind the scenes as well cannot be highly valued enough.
Jason Plato, 500th race, win number 95. I sense that means as much as the other 94.
You're the best sports anchor the country's ever seen.
It's been a pleasure to work with someone so iconic, so legendary, and I wish you all the very, very best in your retirement.
Sir Steve, I think it should be. And even to this day, I'm still struck just by how good your hair looks.
The one constant is your hair. Your hair has been absolutely magnificent for the last 33 years, so congratulations to you and your hair.
Sharing the studio with you, it's been an absolute pleasure. You've had me laughing for decades now. We're going to miss having you around.
You've been absolutely amazing, mate. I'm going to miss you, my man. Have a good one.
It won't be the same here without you.
I've had to put mine on because I'm crying.
Wow. Anyway, Ash Sutton.
I wish we'd had the Ash Sutton feature, personally.
I saw the Ash Sutton feature. It was cracking. I mean, it gave us a whole new insight into Ash. That was very much appreciated.
What would be the highlights of all those years, Steve? Apart from working with us.
Well, Thruxton 2 weeks ago was up there. I know. I mean, so many. I mean, working with ITV Formula One in 2007, 8, 9.
A great era.
Yeah. And look at that. God.
What's going on with the table moving around?
I don't know. Goodness knows what's going on in half of these things. But I mean, well done to everybody for finding this up. I thought I'd wiped most of this, especially that Brands Hatch gravel
Steve,
trap.
quickly, tell me about crashing that touring car, because Tim's obviously got a lot of knowledge about that.
There was a lot of confusion. I was only meant to be going for a passenger ride. Rickard Rydell then said, "Go on, in you get." And Charlie Cox hopped in to the passenger seat, and I thought, well, you know, it's a big chance. And I did about 3 laps. Eventually found a gear that I liked, and but it wasn't enough to get me around clearways. But
well, if it makes you feel any better, I had all the preparation in the world, and I still went off. So
yeah, I mean, you must have hit a similar sort of patch of oil or something.
Yeah, I skidded on a worm. Actually, I was pushing the envelope that much.
But they're great memories.
Should we have a look at it? Yeah, I think we should have a look at it now.
Oh.
Very quickly, in case there's any gravel in the.
I was in the middle of saying that this was where you really start to understand the road holding of these machines. How embarrassing. Charlie, I'm sorry about that. I'm sorry, Mr. Volvo.
No, I completely
Sorry,
understand.
Marshals. Sorry, everyone. These are not saloon cars. Don't take these to the supermarket. These are for the professionals. The amazing thing was that was on the Friday of a race weekend, and they spent the whole night hoovering out the bottom of that car. It compromised the whole, probably Rydell's championship as well, but it's... I think I deserve another go. I'm going to have a word with Dick Bennett later on, and I'm sure he'll come up with something.
Steve, some lovely tributes there we saw from the great of all sporting prowess, and that reflects your presenting in so many different sports, doesn't it?
I mean, this from Napa Racing, that was wonderful, and the marshals this morning. It's people are so generous around here. I mean, all I've done is hung around for a long, long time, but
it's appreciation, Steve. It's appreciation.
Well, I'm very proud of what this chap. This was the drivers. About half an hour before we went on here. And
is there any other sport like it, Steve?
No, I mean, this is what I to be honest, most proud of, that you've been able to take a sport, introduce it to a television profile, and see it survive for 30 years and grow as a result of television involvement. So ITV Sport have been fantastic. The drivers and everyone in the family of the British Touring Car Championship has been absolutely extraordinary. And that's the strength of it. But...
have you any idea where the running order goes from here?
I think we've missed 2 races so far, but so we'll take a quick commercial break and catch up on what's been happening so far.